Good afternoon, Gators, and welcome back to another episode of Swamp Talk. I'm Mackenzie.
And I'm Hunter. Today we'll give you the latest school news along with a look at a 9/11 reflection and Butter Bowl. First is some news. ASVAB, Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery, has been scheduled for October 25th. Sign up will be in the College and Career Lab, room 501. Students must be at least 16 years of age.
Colleges are on campus starting this week to meet up with interested 10th through 12th graders. Sign up and receive the permission slip from Miss Collin in the college's Career Lab in 501.
Tomorrow the 13th is Gold Club Day. Make sure you have your club card to leave class.
Is that American 11 trying to call?
Study. We have some planes. Just stay quiet and you'll be okay. We're turning to the airport.
And who's trying to call me here? American 11, are you trying to call?
Nobody move. Everything will be okay. If you try to make any move, you'll danger yourself and the airplane. Just stay quiet.
September 11 is always a solemn occasion. It's an important event for us to remember the victims of those who lost their lives on that day. There are a lot of heroes that should be remembered, and of course it's important for us as Americans to look back on this tragedy and honor those who were involved.
I was actually in 8th grade, so I was in middle school, and I remember because I lived in Hawaii, it happened really early in the morning, and I remember my mother waking me up, and it was all over the TV, and I just remember her telling me about how this was going to be something that we remembered forever, because it was going to be a moment in history.
I was driving to work Tuesday morning and heard the news on the radio. I think like most people, I wasn't really sure if it was real.
I remember being at Wesley Chapel High School. I was an assistant principal at the time when the news came across that the first plane hit one of the Twin Towers, and it was very difficult for us to believe that something like this had happened.
I got to the office and spent most of the morning watching the news online until we were able to go home early for the day.
We had probably 500 students in the cafeteria, and you could hear a pin drop.
It really changed my perspective on what's important in life and realizing that life can change in a second.
I remember when that happened, you had people from all different backgrounds, cultures, races, creeds, coming together for a common purpose. And I think that's what was the most important and the most meaningful thing to me, is that it provided a moment of unity.
Hey Gators, if you haven't already had lunch today, here are the menu options. For today, we have game day nachos served with tortilla chips and some fresh Mexican toppings. Also available are cheese, pepperoni, and supreme pizzas. For this Thursday, awesome pasta day with meatballs and marinara sauce, guys. Let's get some hype for that. Served with garlic bread. Now back to the anchors.
Now to Ainsley with some sports news.
Tonight there's a swim meet at 6 p.m. versus Wiregrass. There is a boys and girls golf match tomorrow night versus Wesley Chapel starting at 3 p.m. Also tomorrow night there's a volleyball game versus Mitchell here at home starting at 6. Lastly, this Friday, September 14th, is the annual Butter Bowl here at the Swamp. Before the game, they will be dedicating the press box to Mr. Mike Connors for his continuous support of Land O'Lakes High School. Make sure to wear your Navy and come out and support our Land O'Lakes Gators as they take on our rivals, Sun Lake Seahawks, starting at 7:30. Go Gators! Now back to the anchors.
The wrestling team will start open mats on Mondays and Wednesdays after school starting Wednesday, September 5th. Boys interested in playing for lacrosse team this spring can find the link on Twitter at LOLHS Lacrosse.
Alright, so do you guys know what Butter Bowl is?
Yes.
Okay, what is Butter Bowl?
A bowl of butter.
It's a football game.
It is a football game. Butter Bowl is our rival football game against Sun Lake High School. Will you be at Butter Bowl?
I don't know. Sure.
Yes.
Sweet.
There's food there, right?
Will you be at Butter Bowl?
I'll try.
Awesome. Go to Butter Bowl Friday the 14th.
Good morning, Gators. I'm here to talk to you about our on-track, off-track system.
So just to recap for everybody who are new to Land O'Lakes or don't know or don't remember how we're doing this, to be considered on track or highly on track, you must have a minimum of a 2.0. You have to have all your credits. Also part of the on track, off track is behavior and attendance. If you have received more than one level 1 referral, you are considered off track. In addition, remember attendance is important. If you're not here, you can't learn. The magic number is 10 periods. Note, I say periods, not days. Therefore, if you've missed 10 or more excused or unexcused days, you will show up as off track on the system. You do have the ability to appeal. It'll be on the Land O'Lakes webpage on the right-hand side. You can appeal to try to get back on track. But different this year as opposed to in previous years, understand you're only allowed one appeal for attendance. So if you're already off track for attendance and you choose to appeal now, and you do not change your ways and continue to miss school days, when the spring comes, when it's time for grad bash and prom, you will not be permitted to attend because you will be off track. And let's have a great day in Land O'Lakes.
That's all for today, Gators. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter for more important informational updates. Tune in for Friday for another edition of Swamp Talk.